Well, welcome back to About TV. We are actually taking a closer look at a system that is actually currently a disturbance about 300 miles north of Puerto Rico and is producing quite a bit of showers and thunderstorms, and it's quite a bit of a concern for us at this particular time, simply because we are still recovering from Hurricane Ian that devastated the southwest coast of Florida. As we take a closer look at disturbance, we actually see that it's going to be impacted by a high pressure system that is actually hovering over in the northwestern area of the Atlantic, and it's going to have a significant impact on the steering of this system. Eventually, we anticipate it will become a tropical storm, as you can see from the projections from NOAA. We anticipate that possibly by within the next 24 to 48 hours, this system could be a significant low pressure system that is over the state of Florida, entering somewhere between Fort Pierce and West Palm Beach, impacting areas of Orlando, Jacksonville, with a significant amount of rainfall, possibly tropical storm force winds, as well as possible hurricane force winds going into this week. If we take a closer look at this advisory, we can actually see that the potential for development is about 90%. We anticipate in the next 24 hours that this system will form and strengthen, taking advantage of the oceanic heat content that is in the northern Bahamas area. Keep in mind that this path is sort of remnant of the path taken by Dorian, of course, not with the same ferocity and ferociousness of Hurricane Dorian, which was a Category 5, but it's duly to note that this system is going to be in the region where it may impact West Palm Beach County. It may impact the area of Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, the Melbourne Palm Bay area with significant amount of rainfall. As we go into the week, we anticipate that there's going to be rough surf and beach erosion for most of this region. And as we take a further look, we can actually see too that we anticipate that there's going to be a very high chance for strengthening as this system makes its way into the Florida area. We should take a closer look at what we anticipate will be the steering mechanism for the system, which will be the high that is in the region of the Carolinas, and that is going to actually be pushing this system. We anticipate with all the different models, the European model as well as the different models that are all aligning to possibly this system making its way into central Florida, possibly entering Florida and exiting Florida on two occasions, and then skirting up along the coast of the Carolinas. So this system, as we'll continue to monitor it, is going to be worth watching as we go forward, simply because of the significance at this particular time of being that we're still recovering from Hurricane Ian, that this system is going to be bringing a significant amount of possible rainfall, rough surf, as well as beach erosion all along the southeastern coast of Florida, going into central Florida, possibly even the Daytona Beach and Jacksonville area. So we're definitely going to be watching this system. We take a closer look at the timeline of this system going in and out of the area of Florida. We anticipate that come Tuesday evening of this week, the Florida region should start feeling the effects of this system as it strengthens and makes its way into the Florida region. The initial effects will be rough surf, high winds along the coastline of the southeastern Florida area. Could be impacting as further south as Miami and all the way up to Melbourne and Daytona Beach. The exact impact area is really not, it's a little bit too far out at this particular time. And as the different models coincide, we should anticipate that that as the different models align, we will have a more definitive idea as far as the strength and the impact of this system if it does form into a tropical storm and potentially a hurricane going into this week. We do see the timeline here. This is valid through Thursday, November 10th. We do see that low pressure system hovering over southeastern Florida in the Tri-County area of Miami-Dade, Broward, West Palm Beach. And we do see it moving northwards through into Orlando, Tampa region. And after at that point, we anticipate that it will probably exit the Florida region into the Carolinas, into the southeastern Atlantic area, and skirt along the Carolinas as we see that high pressure system kind of dissipate in that area, which is actually steering it more westward. This system is definitely a system that we want to take a closer look at, especially after the devastation of Hurricane Ian once again. And we do want to make sure that we continue to bring updates of this system should it actually convert into and get upgraded to a tropical storm going into this week. So once again, thank you for watching BOW TV, and we'll continue to bring you updates of this system should it impact Florida and as it makes its way into the continental United States. Have a great day.